Scotty, and I'm here in the studio with Tim. He is a from Telemark, snow sports instructor. Mm-hmm. Love it. Tell us, why do Telemark? This is correlated to A Basin too.
Why do I Telemark? Because I love it.
And why do you love it?
Telemarking my whole life. I started when I was about 13, and wooden skis and leather boots that were below my ankles, and it's just a good way to go skiing after school when the lifts were closed.
Yeah.
Really.
So if we don't know what Telemark is is exactly?
Well, Telemark is a type of skiing that you'll see a lot of folks doing, mostly at A Basin, but occasionally you'll see people at other mountains without their heels fixed. And
cool.
Telemark is actually a stance. Comes from Telemark, Norway, region in Norway. And it's the ancient ski turn.
I like it. Very cool.
You know, when they find old skis in Viking burial ships, you know, they were, you know, they just attached at the toe, which is a lot like our modern cross-country skis. And Telemark is a stance that allows you to develop fore-aft stability and lateral stability with just your toes fixed to the skis. So one foot slides in front of the other.
Yeah.
And that's the Telemark stance. I think.
I'll have to try this one day. Love learning.
If you've been watching the Olympics,
yes,
those Olympic jumpers always land in a Telemark stance because it's the most stable stance they can.
And at A Basin too. A Basin's one of my favorite places. I love the terrain and I love the whole vibe. I think it's an amazing place. So what better way there to have that history too of telemarking, because they also have the whole Colorado Rockies history, I think, displayed there as well.
So A Basin is the telemarkers mountain. I think we find more telemarkers. You know, a higher percentage of the skiers are telemarkers at A Basin than any other mountain I know. So it's really an incredible place to ski.
And why A Basin? Why Telemark?
Well,
there?
it's I don't know why everybody gravitates towards A Basin, but I think it's because it feels like a local's mountain. They just treat everybody like a local, as opposed to a tourist. They're never trying to sell you real estate up there.
Right.
They're never, you know, meals are reasonable. You can
drinks are reasonable.
Drinks are reasonable. You can park right in the parking lot, throw your skis in a snowbank, and you know, be on the lift 30 seconds later. I
have to say, I know it has nothing to do with telemarking, but A Basin, I love their spinach artichoke dip. It's amazing at 6 Alley Grill and drinks, and so that correlates with the local feel too. You're not paying $20 for this little appetizer.
Right. The $50 lunch that we can sometimes find at some of the areas in our region.
Now, how are those conditions at the Basin?
Well, it's as good as it gets. I mean, it could get better, but it's so good right now. It's hard to believe that it could get better. We have a 76-inch base. It snowed 3 inches again today, and things are big rocks and boulders that we've been used to seeing for years are covered. And
some new terrain.
So it's the whole mountain is opened up, and except the east wall, which is coming soon.
I heard that they say in the next big storm.
Yeah, they've been working on it, and we've been watching them prepare and blast out pockets of snow that may slide, and the kids love watching that.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's something exciting to look forward to too, because it's, you know, a lot of these resort areas are going to be coming to an end within, you know, a couple months. But you guys are just opening more and more terrain.
And we just get going. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
What 8-month ski season.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's why Arapahoe Basin
is the best.
8-month ski season.
There you go. You can ski into May, June even. Now
maybe July.
Even July, 4th of July. Hey, what a great way to celebrate. Now tell us about telemark lessons at the Basin if we want to take lessons to get involved in telemark.
Well, we have an incredible telemark program up there. Some of the best telemark skiers I've ever skied with in my life work up there. And a really highly certified group of professionals that love to telemark and share the tele stoke. So we have group lessons on the weekends.
Okay.
And they're very reasonable, $79 for a morning lesson. We're actually unusual because we have morning lessons, half-day lessons. And you can extend those, for another $30, ski all day with an instructor.
Oh, that is a great price.
So
great
it's
deal.
very, very reasonable. And our private lessons are an excellent, excellent value. On a 2-hour private, you can bring up to 4 friends.
Oh,
so
wow.
I mean, if you get there on a Saturday and the poly's looking a little bit crowded, and you could just grab an instructor and maybe get a few tips, cut lift lines, and certainly learn something.
Very cool. Now, where can we find more information to go about this?
Well, 888 Arapahoe is the phone number, and or arapahoebasin.com is the website, and there's lots of information about the different programs, the mountain, the maps, the grooming, everything you need to know is right there.
Very
and
cool.
No real estate pitches.
I love it.
Just about skiing at the basin.
Very
and
cool.
I think that's why locals come back year after year. I don't know if you've ever been at the top of the Palavicini
Yes.
at about 3:30.
Amazing.
When there'll be 15 or 18 skiers up there sort of gathering for that last run, and you can hear the conversations, and people have skied up there for years.
Awesome.
When I go up to A Basin, I get to ski with my friends every day. It's really exciting.
So make sure you join Tim up there. Check out arapahoebasin.com. Thank you so much for joining us, Tim.
Thank you, Lindsay.
We'll see you guys right after this.